Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Down, Denver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Black rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run. It's Dorsett. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the Broncos first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Dorsett. The 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Black flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
And goal.
Off play action. Black. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And And this one is right down Broadway. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 29, Young. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Young working out of the gun. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
4 yards.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. They'll throw again. Young. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Option play, and Hill will keep it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 14 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Pass for the extra point.
Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Broncos 3.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. From the gun, Black. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a handoff looking right. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Young now. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Looking to throw, Young. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Young. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And he will have a Jaguars first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cole Kmet there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Black. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Black. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And 10 at the 45-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Black. They'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Black. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On play action, Young. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
To throw again, Young. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Young on 3rd down. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw is Young. To throw on third down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Young off the play fake, taking a shot for Samuel. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel, 34 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Black. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Black. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is taken at the 18. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
At the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Black. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Black. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Despite the scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Dorsett. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The tackle by Derwin James. 4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it'll be Dorsett. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
To throw on third down, Black. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 38 yards. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Denver.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Curtis Samuel, 43 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
35.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down, Young. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On the ground is Michel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Broncos.
On first down, Black. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Denver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Black. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Dorsett.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
8-yard line.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Black. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Equanimous St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Young. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
For the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the bootleg. Black steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the others. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Willie Gay on the tackle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
42.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
8 yards.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. 58, come on. 58, come on. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.